You're a real estate wholesaler and you're looking to get into Google pay-per-click or Google PPC to get motivated sellers. This is the best way, and I'm going to show you everything you need to know, jump down into one small video just for you. Just from a wholesaler myself, where I have my own company out of Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and I do PPC, SEO, and Google business profiles for people all across the country, and we have a lot of success doing it. So throughout the video, if you're curious on how we could work together, or if I could do your PPC, SEO, or Google business profile for you, I'd be happy to do so. So feel free to click the link in the description below to book a call with me, and I'd love to chat with you. But otherwise, let's get to the video. I'm going to run through all the main things you need to look at before you actually make your first campaign. Now, if you're looking into actually physically setting up your first campaign, I'm actually going to link a video in the description that's going to talk about literally me screen recorded making what you should make as your first campaign start to finish. So go ahead and click that video to watch that once you're done with this one to see exactly, once you have this figured out as far as the whole idea of PPC, then you set up your first campaign. So basically the two steps that you need to understand is targeting and budget. This is the two biggest things that you need to figure out within you, yourself, your business, and how it all operates towards it. So basically when we go over to location, so if I go over to campaign settings, obviously you can see here that I'm running it in Sioux Falls. This is our main area. This is where we do all of our deals. I have a local, wholesaling operation here. Most of where I get my leads is just SEO, Google Business Profile, PPC, and some Facebook ads. That's pretty much it. And so with that, it's something where you need to decide within yourself, because basically PPC, where you're going to thrive way, way, way better, is if you have an established local wholesaling operation in a local area. Like I said, I'm in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, so if you have something similar, like Boise, Idaho, Minneapolis, whatever the case may be, this is how you can set up your campaign. It's going to operate better if you have a website already created, with a logo, with a few photos you can add, a business name, everything. It's going to operate way, way, way better, and actually having a real business set up rather than just launching a landing page and letting it run, because you're going to get a lot more conversions and you're going to be able to spend a lot less money and get more leads that way. So I'm a huge advocate for picking, usually what I like to do is, this specific campaign doesn't show it, but what I'd like to do is go in here and choose a county. So as you can see here, I can choose Minnehaha County. That is the county where Sioux Falls, my area, is located in. And the reason I like to typically do that is because what it can do is it can pull the searches and traffic from all the other small towns outside of the biggest city in your area. So for example, if you're in like Dallas, Fort Worth, and you wanted to save a lot of money, you can run a campaign in certain counties that don't include maybe Dallas or Fort Worth, right? Where you're going to have the highest cost per click, where it's going to cost you probably 60% of your budget just to have those two cities. But if you want to save money, you can do that and run a county-wide campaign and exclude those large cities if you're not ready to make that commitment yet. Because then brings me on to my next point, which is budget. Typically what we like to use for a rule is around 500,000 people in reach. We would typically like to do $1,500 per month dedicated to PPC. And reason I have that budget there is because on average, obviously some areas might be different, but that is the average what I've seen throughout all of myself, my clients, everything like that, for actually getting yourself to rank at the top. Because in PPC world, you don't want to just launch a campaign for the entire Minneapolis metro or wherever you do deals at and expect that at $1,500 is going to get you any good results. Because if we're going to do PPC right, we have to go all in or we have to go all out, right? Obviously, you can start a PPC campaign if you have $1,500 and you're in a really big area. Just choose like one or two parts or just, and what you can also do, and I can even go in an advanced search, and what you can also do is you can do a radius, and you can go in here, for example, and I can grab, let's see, so I can do a 20-mile radius of let's see, Sioux City, Iowa, just for example. Like, you can do a radius rather than a location. And so keep that in mind when you're in a bigger area and you want to run PPC, because you can start with whatever budget you want. You can start with $500, $1,000, $1,500, even in these bigger areas. You can start with $8,000. But knowing that in your head, you need to understand, okay, $1,500 on average is what's going to actually get me good results in an area of around 500,000 people in reach. As you can see here, I'm in a smaller area, so 376,000 people in reach just in this city. So obviously, we spend probably close to $1,500, I'm sure. And so it's one of those things where keep that in mind. You can start with PPC in no matter what area, but just keep the formula in mind. $1,500 per 500,000 people in reach, because you don't want to start running a huge county-wide campaign for a massive area like Dallas-Fort Worth or something with $1,500, because I promise you, you won't get much, and you'll get just wasted clicks. Because the whole goal with PPC is you want to make sure you can, when you target with the correct budget, the whole goal is getting yourself to actually the top of the page for all the desired key terms we want to rank for that motivated sellers are actually looking up. Because this is what's going to get you actually real return on ad spend, and real deal flow is ranking at the top with Google PPC. And so keep that in mind. Every 500,000 people in reach is around $1,500. Now, with your area, if you live in a bigger area, just start in a smaller area. Just choose a radius of the area or whatever the case may be. That way, you can do this correctly. I don't want anybody to waste any money out there or get false hopes with PPC thinking they're going to get a lot of good results with $2,000 in a massive area when it's simply not the case. And so go ahead and use that formula, because that is the first thing when it comes to these steps of getting a PPC campaign set up as a wholesaler. So then what should we expect at the end of the day with this type of campaign? What you should expect is around, because every campaign is different, this also depends on your sales skills, it depends on your conversion rate, it depends on you also as a wholesaler yourself, on how good you are in the industry and how experienced you are. But the first thing is obviously cost per lead. On average, we see that around $250 is the cost per lead. Now, I am the type of person where you're going more so with the idea of making sure that we're getting quality motivated sellers over quantity. So I'm sure there's other PPC companies out there, or other agencies who do it for wholesalers, that will say, oh, we're $50 cost per lead. I don't think cost per lead is a flex whatsoever. I think quality leads is what gives you a flex. I don't think that it's a good metric to track. But if you wanted to know, $250 is the average cost per lead. And the good thing is the conversion rate, going back to this, it depends on your skill itself, is around 1 in every 5 to 8 leads, which is honestly pretty good. I think that, if you average it out and you do, like $1,500 to $2,000 per signed contract, which is the average with a lot of my clients, is pretty good. I say in this industry now, it's gotten a lot more expensive. But the best part is these are completely inbound leads. You're paying $1,500 to $2,000 for every single contract you're getting, completely inbound, and they're coming straight to you, straight to your website, and they're local and they're actually motivated. So that's what's super awesome about Google PPC, is that you can speed this process up so fast, where SEO, huge fan of SEO, but it's not for everybody. It simply isn't, and I'm a realist on this, because you can have it's the two sides of looking at Google PPC and SEO. SEO is like planting the tree, right? It takes a long time for that tree to actually grow and become fruitful. But PPC is like pretty much buying the fruit off the tree. And so it's a great thing, and that's why I'm a huge fan of both. But it works very, very well. And so when you compare it, like obviously to SEO, I just compared it, then to like direct mail, say, it's direct mail, you're launching a campaign consistently. Most people launch them every 3 months, or you're launching a very expensive, anywhere from $2 to $5 to $10,000 of a campaign worth of postcards, when not only are those people getting consistent postcards from people more than just yourself consistently, it's a completely cold list. That list is completely cold. You have no idea if anybody on that list is actually ready to sell and is actually going to call you. And worst part about it is, like I said, you're not going to be the only mailer there most times. And so when they do call you, they're going to have other people also coming out to the property itself. This is where PPC, I think, thrives, because Instead of like direct mail, yes, it's inbound, but with PPC, you can target only motivated people. The only time you're actually getting charged with PPC is when someone clicks on your ad. And if I was to run your campaign, obviously I would definitely only make sure that you're going to get quality clicks and yet you're ranking at the top for those key terms where people are actually coming in super, super motivated. And that's what I love about it so much. The lead quality is better. But not only when you do get a lead, it's way, way more consistent and long-term suitable than mailers, right? Because mailers, you're kind of crossing your fingers every time you send a mailer to get these leads. Now, I'm not dissing mail. Obviously, there's people who do good with mail out there. But if you're going to compare it to direct mail, PPC is got it by a landslide because you can target who's actually going to see the ad. And that's why there's so much conviction that comes within these ads, because people are actually looking a term up on Google and putting in the effort, and they find yours and they fill out your form. Man, it's deadly. And there's a reason I do it for my own business, because it works so well. And so that's with direct mail. And obviously cold calling, the good thing is if you're in the beginning stages, and I would also say this is with PPC, if you're not doing, anywhere from 3 to 5 deals consistently each and every month, I would just start off doing outreach, do cold calling, do pre-foreclosures, and do probates. It's the cheapest and best way to get motivated sellers consistently when you're in the beginning. Then when you start getting some consistency, continue to do that, but that's when you start implementing things like Google SEO, PPC, maybe some Facebook ads, a Google business profile, all the above. And that's my favorite stuff to get motivated sellers, because it's all inbound and it's the easiest and you get the highest quality sellers consistently. But when you compare it to cold calling in the beginning stages, I mean, you got to pay VAs, you have to pay dialer fees, and trust me, I've done it, and I know what it goes into. I had VAs and a dialer for almost 3 years. Now, we were still positive on cold calling, of course. We were never negative year over year, but it's something where if you look at the raw numbers for every dollar you're spending to what you get out of it, if your average deal flow was, average assignment fee was 15 grand, which is pretty conservative, and you paid 2 grand to get that contract, I mean, you're every dollar you spend, you're getting 7.5 back. Whereas with cold calling, we were probably spending for every dollar, we were probably getting $2 or $3, $4 back. Now, I was only cold calling in our local area, so it could be different for other places. And I'm in a much less competitive area, so it's something where I can't imagine in those more competitive areas that cold calling is that much easier. And so it's something where that's where I compare it, is Google PPC is great because you are targeting people and you're only spending money on quality clicks that are actually clicking your ad, that are actually motivated to sell. So the chances are much, much higher. Hence why the cost per lead is around $250 and the average conversion rate is 1 and around 5 to 8 leads, which is great. And the best part is you don't have to do much. It's sitting there. It's ready for it. It's sitting there literally with an open sign all over. It's a massive billboard for the people who are ready to actually sell. And so that's what I love about PPC. And if you have any questions regarding PPC, feel free to comment below or shoot me a DM on Instagram, as I always respond to those as quick as I can. But like I said, if you want me to run your PPC for you or do SEO or Google Business Profile for you, feel free to click the link in the description. I'd be happy to chat with you if this is something that you're looking into, because I always love talking to new people in the space and seeing what we could do together and get you guys a lot of deals. But with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe if you continue, because I post these videos every single week. And so if you want to learn more about SEO, PPC, and Google Business Profile as a wholesaler, feel free to shoot me a subscribe and you'll see my videos every week. But otherwise, thanks for watching.